Hey guys, I'm Darren Smart. This is Smart Reselling, and I'm going to be showing you my sales for roughly the last month. This actually goes from roughly December 5th to January 9th, which is today. So it is going to include some that haven't shipped out yet. And it's only about 2 p.m. that I'm recording this, so there may be more sales later on, who knows. But for now, these are everything that I've sold. And first up, we have this little plush toy here. This is, I don't know how you pronounce it, Little Nule or Null, I don't know. Lucky Boy Sunday here, it was on the tag, that's the manufacturer's. And basically, I don't know too much about this plush, but for me, it just kind of stood out as a quality plush. It felt quality, it felt like it was a bit different. So I picked it up, it was 50p, and I got $14.99 for it. Actually, no, I did not. I got $9.99 for it, because I accepted an offer. This actually went the same day it was listed, which was really surprising to me. I really did not expect that to happen. But it was a good little flip from 50p to a tenner. I don't mind those. If you get a few of them a day, it soon adds up. So that's that one. Next up, once again, same shop that I picked up that little Nule or whatever it was. This was a Rah the Noisy Lion soft plush toy. This was the non-talking one. If you can get the talking one, it does a little bit better. But once again, 50p to $9.99. Sold same day again. I'm actually doing pretty well with my plush toys. I recently had a plush haul that I was so looking forward to getting. It was going to cost me about 80 quid on Gumtree, and everything was sorted, everything was agreed, but unfortunately the seller just vanished. So unfortunately that won't be happening, but this one was pretty good, and I would always look for plush toys if I'm out and about, especially if they're cheap and they are recognisable. So yeah, so that was pretty cool. This was an old phone that I had for ages. I paid like 2 quid in a local charity shop. It was brand new inside, it was never used, but I just had it sitting there for so long, and I realised it wasn't actually listed when I did my recent listing kind of blitz. So I shoved it on, and literally like a day later it sold. So £11.99 I got for that, with shipping on that one. This was pretty cool. I picked up 2 of these. They were slightly different versions, a blue one and a red one. The blue one I think is also in this sales update, and it's a Snooper S6 Neo Plus GPS system. And I actually paid £30 for both, so £15 each was the labels. I got $79.99 for this one, and later on you'll see what I got for the other slight variant of this. Really nice little system, and I knew there was money in it. I couldn't check them up at the time, but I just knew there was a bit of money in those. This was a 50p pickup, along with those Rah the Lion and Little Nule. This was a Sylvanian Families Morris Minor. Was missing the basket on the back, as you can see, because of the damage on the plate. But the lady was really happy with it. She paid £9.99, and in fact, this sold the day I listed it, and then I got an instant cancellation on it, and I thought, right, okay. And the lady was like, "Oh, I didn't realise it was damaged, and I didn't realise it was missing this," even though it was all clearly in the description. But yeah, so it was annoying. But then as soon as I listed it, it sold again 2 minutes later, and I thought, right, I bet it's the same lady who's rebought it, thinking it's a different one. But luckily enough, it turned out to be a different person. So this sold pretty quickly. And once again, 50p to a tenner. That's okay. This was a Sony SSD TR60 Video 8 camcorder. This was actually a customer return. I sold it once for an auction, and it went for about 38 quid. And it went to Italy. And the guy basically said it doesn't fit his Video 8 tapes. Even though it states Video 8 and the sizes in the manual, he says it just doesn't fit. So can he return it? So I thought, okay, yeah, no problem. And I got it back, put it straight on for auction, and actually got £53 for it. So that was pretty good. And this came in a large camera job lot from months and months ago, probably mid last year. But yeah, pretty good. This was a recent job lot I got from a local guy I know who basically does deals with me on retro video gaming and recently Blu-ray box sets, which I'll show you because I've actually sold a few. So this was in a massive job lot that I paid 300, I think it was £300 for. But in that I got like a Mario All Stars Nintendo and Super Nintendo. I got a whole bunch of games. I mean, it way paid for itself within the first week of me listing all this stuff. So I was quite happy with that for £24.85. If you hang on, you can get about 50 to 60 for this. But I did have it listed for a while and it had a lot of interest, just no solid bids. And so I just wanted it out the door really. But £25, I'll take that. I'm happy with that. This was a Street Fighter bundle. In the end, I was quite happy with what I got for it because it actually went abroad. That's actually a terrible photo because you can still see the other games on the side there. But anyway, yeah, this was in the big job lot that I got with the other PS1 games I've sold recently. And in the end, I think I also got £20 postage because it went abroad. So I think I actually maybe made a few quid on the postage as well. So maybe I bought in around 85 on these. Obviously, that's before eBay fees, PayPal fees, posting fees. Our actual posting fees, I should say. So 81 isn't necessarily what I got in, but it's what it's sold for. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. I was happy with that. This was another one from that bundle. £22 for one game, PS1 Marvel Superheroes. Pretty good. The case did have some cracks. PS1 games, it's amazing if you can find them without cracks. But this was actually a really good sale, £22. This one here was actually recently I picked up a job lot of Warhammer bits and pieces. I paid 20 quid in a charity shop, fairly local to me, and there was over 200 pieces, and I already made my money back with sales of groups of the same type of piece. So there'd all be, for example, you can have like 12 orcs, or you can have 10 marines, or whatever. I'm not a big Warhammer fan, but I know there's money in the pieces. And this was just one piece that I sold, Operation Dreadnought. I did sell some at Buy It Now in I think my last sales update video, this is on my channel if you want to check it out. There was some in there that I sold Buy It Now, but these ones I just wanted to do auction and get them out. And this piece, and I believe this piece, went to the same buyer. And I think I got, well, you see the prices there. It was what, £2 odd and £4 odd. So these were just odd bits. So to bring in 6 or 7 quid there was okay, just for a couple of odd bits. Now this part, so this one here, this one, this one, this one, this one. Oh, okay, and that's the different thing. But all those ones you just saw was all sold to the same buyer for like 16 quid. They all went for plus shipping because he was in Denmark, of £15. So I ended up bringing in £31 on that, which was pretty good altogether. Even once you take shipping out and what I paid, which worked out, I think 6 pence per piece. So I worked it out as, or something silly like that. I made some good money there. I was well in profit with those. This is part of a huge Criterion Collection DVD haul that I got. I got like 50 Criterion DVDs, cost me over £200. They've slowly been going out, and they've slowly been getting that money back in. There are some duds in the set, in the haul. The guy had them listed on eBay for like 360 quid, and I got him down to 220, which we agreed on. I knew there was money in Criterion. I didn't know how much. I didn't know how regular the sales were. Of course, there are completed listings on eBay, but that doesn't necessarily tell you the whole story. It doesn't tell you how long the person has had those DVDs sitting on their shelf for. That just tells you when they sold. So, but I went on them, I acted on them, because I knew it would be a learning curve as well. And now I know what Criterion DVDs sell really well and which ones are a bit of a dud. I may just job lot the rest and just put them back on eBay and just make my money back on those, and the profit are in the ones I'm about to show you, as well as some others. So yeah, this is a complete Monterey Pop Festival DVD, and it's like 3 DVDs. I think it's 3 DVDs. Can't remember. Or yeah, 3 DVDs and a book. Yeah, that's the one. This went for $34.99, so I was quite happy with that. They were in great condition. They're all first printing as well, which I didn't realise when I bought them. So that was pretty cool. You're going to see a lot of these because these have been selling for me really, really well. I picked up a job lot of over 700 bags of Lego in a charity shop that, funny enough, was in Mr. Nick Hill's neck of the woods. I actually went in and I bought 40 bags for 20 quid, and that was their offer. And what happened was I went in there and I came out. I sat in the car. I was with my girlfriend at the time, and I sat in the car. And I'm not just saying this because I know he may watch this, but I remember saying to her, "Would Nick Hills, would he have walked away from the rest of us? Would he have been happy getting 40 bags and saying, yeah, I can make some money there?" And she sort of said to me, well, you know him for a long time. What would he do? And I thought to myself, you know what? There's no way he'd walk away from those. He would take the whole lot if he could. So I didn't want to leave there not at least trying. So in the end, I went back in there and I said, look, how much for the whole basket? Now, I won't say how much I paid, and there's a reason why I won't say how much I paid, but which I'll get onto in a bit later. But we did a deal, and it was a really, really, really good deal in the end. And I took over 700 bags of these sealed poly bags. And I was very happy with that. But it's strange because when I actually walked back in and I inquired about them, she actually said, I made a bit of a mistake. I sold you 40 bags for £20. It was actually 25p a bag, so you can take another 40 anyway. I should have given you 4 for £1, not 2 for £1. So I had another 40 bags for free anyway, if you think of it that way, just by walking back in. But then I did the deal on the rest, and me and my girlfriend just stood there, just shoveling out all these poly mailers into a massive box, which we just about got in the car. But they really paid off for me. I made my money back probably in the first sale or two of these, and they just keep on going. I've still got loads left. I've still got more than what you see listed here. But this was 10 bags for 20 quid. So that's pretty cool. I'm happy with that. Sold 2 of these 10 packs. I've got another 2 left. 14 watches, which is pretty decent. But you'll see a few of these. That's that one. This was pretty cool. Panasonic DVD RAM discs. These were sealed 60-minute discs, £12.99. These are the kind of things that you may see in charity shops. You may see them in car boot sales, and you also may get them in hauls of like cameras, etc. But I just thought I'd sell these separately and got £12.99 for these. These actually came from a personal house clearance, so nothing was paid on these. But it's not all profit for me either, because it has to be shared out. But I wanted to show you anyway, just to give you an idea of what sells, not necessarily what I've picked up to sell. This was pretty cool. I saw this in a charity shop, and if you notice, I actually wrote eBay on the screen just to kind of show people that it does work. This was Buck's, I think it's first talking computer by Grandstand. Some of you may know Grandstand better off for making the handheld games like football games and Star Wars games, shooting games, things like that. But they also made this. I think I paid a £5 for this in a charity shop. I thought it may be worth a bit more than it was, but I was happy to get 15. It's a nice little piece to be able to say you've sold. But yeah, so that's not too bad. This is another one of those Criterion Collection DVDs. This is just Silence of the Lambs, nothing special. Silence of the Lambs, £12.99, but because it's Criterion, because it's first printing, you can normally get a bit more money for these. This was actually pretty cool. I didn't I didn't sell it for 19.99. I think I actually accepted 10 or 12. I think it might have been 12. No, 10. It was 10. This was 50 pence in a local charity shop. And I don't know much about it, but I know it's from Thorpe Park and it's from Sword of Ride. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to act on this because there are Saw fans out there, there are theme park fans out there. So I knew I priced it high because I was the only one on eBay, but I was quite happy to get £10 from a 50 pence purchase. This was another one from the personal house clearance. This is a Logitech Mouseman dual optical wired mouse. I did not sell it for $29.99. I sold it for $14.99, and the reason being is, and once again, actually with this was a number plucked out of thin air anyway, because I was the only one with a wired USB version on eBay. And it's actually got dual optical sensors. It's got one on the bottom, one on the left, which is why it makes it a bit more valuable. But basically, I accepted 15 quid for this because it went abroad. So the person was also paying me £15 postage. So I kind of understood where he was coming from, saying, well, look, I don't mind paying 30, but with postage as well, it's going to be quite a lot. And to be honest, I was quite happy to accept 15, as I didn't even really expect this to be worth much anyway. So 15, I was happy with that. This is just a bundle of Star Wars figures. They weren't in great nick. Some bits were missing, and they're just very, very random figures with little Lego figures as well. And I got a tenner for them. I can't even remember how much I paid for these. I didn't. I paid £2.50 for this huge bag of just junk, absolute junk. It was in a charity shop. But there was loads of figures and little plastic soldiers and stuff. But I thought, you know what? I'm just going to take a punt on the bag. And I've sold a few bits from there already. That's made me some money. This is another tenner from the bag. So, it's not all lost when you just see a bag of junk. Just dive through and see what you can come up with, especially bundles. Bundles sell well. Speaking of bundles, this was one that I've had for ages. This was actually a charity shop up in... actually, no, it was a local one. No, sorry, the local one. And this was all of Stargate SG-1 and half of Atlantis. I paid £10 for everything you see here. This was in a charity shop. No, $9.99. Sold it for 30. I was quite happy with that in the end because I had them for ages and they took up so much room. And well, that's going to change from tomorrow, but up to now I've not had a great deal of space. So this was from the personal house clearance. This is actually quite a cool little sale. System of black electronic ruler, and it's got a clock and a calculator built in, and it all works. I got £15 for that, so I was really surprised. This is a children's car rolled rug. I love buying these. I love buying and selling these because they just seem to go so quick, and they go for a really good markup. I paid £2 for this in a charity shop, and I got $29.99. It sold for full price, free shipping, but I just basically folded it in half and then folded it again and wrapped it in a bit of bubble wrap, not necessarily because I thought it'd get damaged, just because I didn't want it getting I used like a black pallet wrap around items like this, and if it had torn open, it would have been the exposed rug, and it could have got dirty, it could have got damaged via water or anything. So I did wrap it in bubble wrap and then the poly wrap, the pallet wrap. But I'd love selling these, and I always look for these. So $29.99. This is another job lot of those Lego poly bags. £50 for 30 bags. That's what they look like there. That's actually my floor in my living room because there was so many I had to lay out. So yeah, that was another good lot. This is a really good lot. The guy that I was telling you about, who does deals for me locally on the gaming stuff, he contacted me, I don't know, just before Christmas, and said, look, I've got these Planet of the Apes and Alien Anthology Blu-ray box sets. Would you be interested? And you know, I checked them up on Amazon. Sales on Amazon wasn't great, although the selling price was fantastic. They didn't sell very often, so I was tempted just to send them all up to Amazon, but I decided to actually just eBay them, and I sold this one for £124.99. I have 3 more available. The background actually looks slightly different because this is actually in my, well, not mine, but mine and my girlfriend's lockup. We have a storage kind of container, or room, I should say. And these went straight into there because they were huge. And the box it's sitting on is actually the box that all these have come in as well. So I've sold one for £124.99. I've actually sold another one at auction for 81, I think it went for. I just wanted to get a couple out and see test the waters of auction for these as well. But the rest I will leave as buy it now because it does have some interest in there with 8 watches. So yeah, £124.99. I was quite pleased with that one. This was another one from the Criterion collection, £14.99 Brazil DVD. It's another 3 DVD set, so that was pretty decent. This one was good, £39.99 Fanny and Alexander DVD collection. Not my kind of program or film, to be honest. It sounds like something I won't really want to watch, but I got good money for it. This was the other Snooper GPS system that I got in that 2 for 30 in the charity shop. This one went for, I don't think I actually sold it for £59.99. Pretty sure I got 40 or maybe 50 for it. Some of them don't show the best offers, unfortunately. This was another 10 that I sold, so that would have been the 2 there. 20 for 10. This was a pack of 4 VHS tapes. They weren't sealed, but they were unused with all the stickers and stuff. £12.99. So that's pretty cool. You can find these at boot sales and charity shops all over the country. So this was a Nintendo Wii bundle. I paid £15 for a massive bag of Wii stuff. Those games you see there were the more dud ones, either because they were missing manuals or because they weren't in the best of conditions or the title just weren't that great. I've also pulled out some other Wii games and steering wheels and stuff that I'm bundling up. So altogether, out of that £15 bundle, I'll probably bring in about 70 or 80 quid. That's not profit, that's just sales, but I'm happy with that. You know, with Nintendo Wii's still fly out the door for me. So this was also in that bag with the Nintendo Wii. This was just Connect Sports 1 and 2 for the Xbox 360. £10 for 2 of these, and these are things you can see in charity shops for £50 each. So that would still be turning £1 or £1.50 into a tenner if you could see them. So once again, it's the power of bundling. You know, people see 1 and 2 and think it's a better deal. And for some reason, the Connect Sports still actually holds them pretty decent value if you can get them sealed. So yeah, £10 for those 2. This was pretty cool. This was a 50p pickup in a charity shop. This is a Foxton's Real Estate Mini Cooper 118 scale die-cast model, and really nice. The pictures came out really well. As you can see there, the doors and the boot open and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I actually accepted £14.99 or 15 quid exactly for this. So I didn't get the 20, but I was happy with 15. This was actually purchased from a family member of mine. I paid him for these 3 plus Pokemon Emerald on the I can't remember what, DS I think it is. 2 DS consoles as well. And I sold these 3 for £29.99. Unfortunately, the label on the silver one was just torn. It was torn right off. But I still got money for it in a bundle, and that's going abroad as well. So this was the other Planet of the Apes thing. I use the same photos, obviously, because it is basically the same one. And I got £81.99 at auction for this. So I was quite happy with that. Still down, obviously, from the 124 I got for the buy now one. But this also did go abroad, so I think I made like £6 or £7 on the postage as well, after I boxed it up and sent it and all that. So yeah, that was pretty cool. This one I used a stock image, as I actually forgot to take a photo or a real photo of it when I had it in the stock, the storage unit. But this is Alien Anthology, £74.99 that I got for this. It was only one bid, but it's a pretty good collection really of all the Alien films. It says one because I actually did 2 auctions, 1 and 2. 2 didn't sell, 1 did, so that's that. This is another batch of that Warhammer stuff. £13.99 for 6 Space Marines. So that's pretty cool. This was another sale. This was 100 bags of the Lego polymailers. Polymailers, I keep saying polymailers, polybags. £110 was agreed. I had them up for 120, but the guy knocked me down by £10, which I was happy with. This is actually going to a fellow reseller. I don't know if he watches my videos. I know he used to post in the UK reselling group. I won't say his name just in case, but yeah, so he bought those. I recognised his name as soon as I saw the PayPal information come up. So yes, that's 100 bags that went out for 110 quid. Turtles figures, these were just odd ones that I had. I bought these at a car boot sale for like 50p each. And the weapons were free because he said I'll dive down the box, and if there's any Turtles weapons you can have them as well. And an old sort of turtle cycle. So yeah, that was pretty decent. £14.99 for those. Actually, I think maybe they went for 10. For some reason, I'm thinking I accepted an offer on those. This was actually really good. This was my a member of my family basically had these laying around and was just going to throw in the bin, and said, you know, do I have any use for them? And these are wall brackets to hold the old CRT TVs and monitors. You know, the ones with big backs on them and stuff, the tube type TVs. And I said, you know what, I'll give them a go. I've got a white one and a black one. And I thought, you know what, I'll give them a go. Had some wallpaper damage, but it did have a fresh piece as well, which I included. But yeah, so I got £19.99 for that. That actually sold today, which I was really pleased with, because I don't know how often you can find these now, but if you do have these lying around, shove them on eBay. You can get 15-20 quid pretty easily for them. I don't know what people use them for anymore, really. I assumed everybody uses flat screen TVs nowadays, but I was really happy with that. And finally, this is a 3.5-inch floppy drive. I put the exact make and model in case people wanted to replace their old one. But it's just a floppy drive with a floppy IDE cable, and got a tenner for that. So, thank you for watching. I don't know how long this video has gone on for, but there is quite a lot to update. My next video will be from my new house, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm going to be starting an eBay basic schedule of videos where I will be breaking down the eBay on the basic level for you to get started, and how you would get started selling on eBay, because there are a lot of people that necessarily aren't tech savvy, and yeah, you read information on the groups and you read information on websites and watch videos of us talking about how we do this and how we do that, and sometimes there is the basic question of, well, how do I even get to that page? How do I even enable this option? Or how do I start doing this? So I'm going to be, and they're going to be very short, 2-3 minute videos, just showing you exactly how to do one task and one task only. So if you do have any questions of what you want me to try and explain for you, leave them in the comments, or message me on Facebook or YouTube or wherever. And I'm hoping that it's just going to be a nice, eventually it'll be 20, 30, 40 videos of just the very basics of how to get started in this business and how to do the basic things on eBay, Amazon, Etsy and merch and wherever else. So anyway, thank you for watching. I've still got to pack up half of this room, so I'm going to be doing that now, and I will speak to you again very, very soon. Thank you.